galloping cadavers.
Welcome back, SpookyFam. I'm Desdemona, and this is Chamber of Horrors. In this episode, we are covering my absolute favorite zombie horror ever. And I don't care what you say. I'm sorry, George Romero. I'm sorry, Hollywood. Or I'm sorry, all that stuff. Nothing and nobody can tell me that City of the Living Dead by Lucio Fulchi is not just prime zombie film. It is also known as Gates of Hell. Now, in this film, we follow a reporter and a psychic, and they're trying to figure out how to close the gates of hell because they opened up due to a suicide by a clergyman, and they want to prevent the living dead from coming up to the surface and pretty much killing everybody. Weird premise, right? But hey, I gotta say though, one of the biggest things that I love about this film is that it has all three of my top things. 1, perfect soundtrack. 2, neat-ass story. And 3, this is a special effects and prop maker's dream. The visual effects, the special effects, the props, it's all chef's kiss. And this is a prime example of what horror movies should be. And it's why I tend to not keep up with a lot of Hollywood bullshit. Maybe I'm a little biased because I like the underground scene a lot more, but let me just tell you what's really perfect about this movie is, first of all, you know how in a lot of movies we have the quiet one, the jock, blah blah blah, the cliched group of people? Well, in this one, we don't have that. We basically have a bunch of townspeople trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Now, of course, everybody has their own personality types and such, but there wasn't like a cliche vibe with these characters. They are tending to just sit here and be like, yo, there's some weird shit happening, my brother, and we need to figure it out. You know? And I think that's what's really neat is because the way that it's portrayed, it's just like everyday people. So you're kind of like trying to figure out this mystery alongside of them as they go on trying to close the gates of hell. The zombies are freaking neat. There's this really cool scene where like the dead clergyman comes up and he has worms and pus and goop on his hand, and the worms are moving and he's attacking this girl, and it's just so good. It's creepy, it's weird, it has you going, what the fuck? It is just so amazing, and it's absolutely something that I think goes overlooked. I am a huge fan of 70s and 80s Italian horror. By far one of the best films that I have ever watched. Is there a cheese factor? Absolutely, there's always a cheese factor. It's 70s and 80s, man. Cheese was like the top thing. However, it wasn't over the top. What I also love about this film is the acting wasn't over the top. Okay, so you're believing these characters are real and they're relatable and you're trying to guess what's going on. And that, my friends, my spooky fam, is what makes a top-notch film. Is to just get so engrossed in the story. And as I said, the effects, while cheesy, they are so good, they work. Fulchi made everything work so great. The camera angles are a bit wonky in some parts if you're not used to that sort of thing. I know, like, I've showed my friends this movie back when I was in high school and they were like, we don't get it, and you're so weird, but you know what, I'm used to that. If you're not used to the filming style, it can be a little weird. However, I find it more intriguing and it allows for the audience to get so into it, and that is what you want. Whether you're a musician or a writer or filmmaker, you want your audience to just be engaged and brought into it, and it's so refreshing. I haven't watched this film in a couple of years, you know, even though it's one of my favorites. I usually take breaks and be like, okay, I'm gonna watch this stuff for now. This one's just still, I'm so happy I rewatched this. I feel more energized, I feel more freaking getting ready to rock and roll and getting the props ready for my shop, because it's just chef's kiss and so inspiring as a horror dweeb. I have to say, I am completely nerding out right now, and I am not ashamed of it. There is a couple bizarre acting points in the beginning with the psychic lady. Her voice kind of weirds me out, but I mean, like, it fits. It fits. You have these people that just fit their role so beautifully, and it's so well done. So, guess what we're gonna do for our SpookyFam movie night? We're gonna watch City of the Living Dead together. I hope to see you there. For the link to join, be sure to keep an eye on my Twitter. I will be nerding out in the chat, I'm sure, but I want to nerd out with you guys as well. I was planning for it to be on the 26th, however, I might move it up a little bit because why not? I'm just super excited to share this film with you guys. Keep an eye on my Twitter for that, and yes, totally can't wait to check this out with you guys. If you are going to check it out alone, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Always give a comment, give a like, it will be greatly appreciated. It's going to help the channel, especially as Desdemona Productions moves forward with the shop and the studio and all that stuff. So thank you, my lovelies, and yes. You are correct. Thursday, we are tackling our first cursed film episode for Weird Theories. We'll be talking Rosemary's Baby. So, keep an eye out for that, and I will see you guys later. Stay spooky, stay weird, and if you are the weird kid growing into the weird adult, don't forget to subscribe and become a member of the SpookyFam. Bye.
Where the gates of hell have been opened.
You've got to. You must reclose those gates.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special broadcast, Dunwich police authorities have declared a state of emergency, effective immediately within Dunwich County. All citizens are requested to return to their homes as quickly as possible. In case of necessity,